All right. Let's get this going.
Let's get it going.
Well, how are we gonna do the intro?
I know, but I know what we can do for the intro already. So,
What?
but like
What are we doing for
once
intro?
we edit it. What's going on, guys? This is the 7th podcast episode of the Content Creators Podcast. We have a guest, Francis here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Francis, what's your name, address, phone number, state everything?
ASL.
SIN number. You want your SIN number?
What were we gonna say before I cut you off for
I'm
like
gonna
the
say
50th time?
we did tell the audience last week that Phil was supposed to be on. Phil did not come, and Francis. We wanted Francis.
Francis is the only one who pulled through.
Yeah, Francis pulled through.
Yep. Name of my game.
And Phil will be joining us like another time, but he's gonna let me know when. Once these holidays are all mixed up.
Yeah.
But we got Francis here. Francis, we were gonna put you on the show.
Oh man, I'm
Now you're on the
already
show.
so nervous right now. I
Yeah.
don't even know how to deal with this.
There's nothing to be nervous.
Let's hide this.
Just talk. Oh yeah, we gotta hide this. This computer screen. We always do. We always reveal it somehow.
We do.
Yeah.
You guys know our program.
We're not using GarageBand, we swear.
Yeah. It works. Whatever works. So,
All right.
So
tell us a bit about yourself.
yeah, Francis.
Well, I guess like I'm a content creator.
No, like where did you come from? Because like I have a lot of photographers on my Instagram,
Yeah.
and then like you popped out of nowhere.
Yeah. I started shooting about. So I know the actual date when I first day I started shooting was July 3rd of 2017.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Wow.
It's funny, like me, like Rachel Connell was one of them,
Yeah.
and Cassandra, my other friend. And that was the first day I met Rachel as well, and we all went shooting. And by this point, I bought a camera, but I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So that was the first day they told me, dude, you gotta shoot raw, and you have to edit them, like otherwise.
Like photos, right? Yeah.
Because I always used to shoot JPEG. I had a Nikon D3300. It was at this point, like it was basically a point and shoot.
Yeah.
And
Wait, you say 3100?
No, 3300.
Okay, I had the 3200.
Yeah,
long time ago.
It was a great camera, like
It was awesome camera.
great dynamic range,
Shot video. I think that's like the
yeah.
first Nikon camera that did video.
Yeah. So, and then from there, I kind of started researching photographers that I liked, and one thing that really caught my eye was, I told you this last time, Brandon Wolfel. Was
Yeah, I
one of the
remember.
big names that I actually caught my eye, and I spent a lot of time in the beginning of the year kind of trying to emulate him. But then I realized there was a limitation with the lenses I had, and
There's
the
only so
camera I
much you
had.
can do.
Exactly, especially in low light with crop sensors, it only takes you so far.
Yeah.
And that's when I went on Kijiji, found this ad for Nikon D750 for $1,100.
Amazing. $1,100. How many actuations?
It was at like 2,000. I'm 80%
Oh my god,
sure it was
man! I
4,000.
had that.
Yeah.
That camera is still like the holy grail.
Yes.
I bought that camera I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
You bought it?
I bought it 2
Yeah.
or 3 times because it
doesn't
was
fail.
so good. Because
Yeah.
I bought the Nikon D750 after so I had the Canon 6D.
Yeah.
And then Andre had the D750, and he's like, "Bro, you need to get it." Sony sensor, which is why it's so good in low light.
Yeah.
And then I bought it, and then just from there, I tried other cameras, and then realized the Nikon was good. Went to Sony 6300, and then went back to the Nikon D750.
It's good for video too. What does it shoot?
It is.
For
It
video?
is
ve-
fantastic.
very
You
good for
just
video.
have to kind of adjust the color profile
Yeah.
to kind of fake the log profile,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
The flat profile was the best.
Yeah. So if you can learn how to color grade that,
Yeah,
honestly,
It's awesome.
Yeah, like I mean, I have a Sony now, but that camera got me where I am today.
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you switch to Sony?
I think I got my Sony in
Not too long ago.
November. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So I've had it for 2 months. I bought other lenses for it.
He broke his Sony.
The
What do you call it?
kit lens.
No. What's it called? When?
Virginity?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sony Virginity.
No,
Sony
it's
V card.
just so nice. It just once you use it, I mean, at first the autofocusing was really hard to get used to because going from Nikon to Sony, it was just completely different. But once I got used to the autofocusing especially for videos, it's just my Nikon. The problem with Nikon before was that the viewfinder was just the most unreliable thing I've ever used.
Yeah.
So
The Nikon viewfinder?
Yeah, I hated it.
I thought it was all right.
I
I hate the Sony viewfinder.
Really?
Because it's electronic.
Yeah, but
So like in low light situations, you can't see anything.
All mirrorless is like that.
But that was like an opposite experience for me, right?
Oh, really?
So when I use Nikons, I could never trust the autofocus to hit on the viewfinder.
Really?
When I was actually using the what's it called, the actual eyepiece and the
Eye cup.
yeah, it would be fine, but you can't do that for video.
No. You have to use the LCD.
Yeah, so it would miss autofocus every single time, and it would just breathe in and out. And maybe it was a lens's problem. I don't know.
What lens do you have?
I had lens for my Nikon was I had a Tamron 24/7.
Oh, that can maybe because it's not native.
Exactly. That could have been what it was.
The Nikkor 35. That was like
Yeah.
what I bought the first time with the Nikon.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I had a Nikkor 50 that didn't really work
That's
well.
not.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
For me, then
I think
it's
any
also-
35 millimeter lens
Yeah.
on any camera is like the perfect starter, go-to, almost professional
Yeah.
lens.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like 35 mil, you can get like the Canon that I have, the image stabilization. That one is like $500.
Yeah.
And it's got IS in it, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But the thing with Nikon, they don't have IS.
No.
I
I mean, they do within your mirrorless line.
The new one, yeah.
how about body? The bodies don't have
None.
No. Not even the D850.
That's one thing they're missing.
Yeah.
They still haven't came out with that camera that has everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they did.
No, not yet.
And I'm
mean,
still
the
waiting.
D850 is the closest.
Yeah,
does
but
not
that still
embody.
doesn't have embody.
I mean.
But I mean, like you can get gimbals to help you with that.
Yeah. But it's just being able to handhold and not
Yeah,
being afraid
which is
to-
good.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to warp stabilize
Exactly.
everything.
I think
Slap
that's
it
the
on.
biggest thing.
Yeah.
It's a lifesaver. That warp stabilizer
It actually has
saves
too. Yeah.
everything.
For me
It
as well.
downgrades your quality though. eh?
Yeah.
A little bit.
You
yeah.
can tell.
It jitters
Very,
sometimes.
very litter.
Yeah.
Litter.
Very
Very
little.
little.
Very little.
Yeah.
Very litter.
I mean, depends on who. Like, if it's someone that works with videos a lot, they can tell warp stabilization.
I'm starting to notice now on
Yeah.
other people's videos now
Yeah.
because I can tell by looking at the background sometimes.
It gets pixelated.
Yeah, because the forefront object is always in like perfect
Yes.
motion, and then the background jitters.
After
Yeah.
After
So you can
Effects
tell.
actually has like this good one where you can follow.
The subject, right?
Yeah. And when you're running, you can actually it'll like wobble with you, which is sick.
Yeah.
It almost looks like one of those cams that are hooked up to you.
Yeah.
I forget what they're
oh,
called.
the ones where.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Those are pretty
I've
sick.
seen that done before. Sorry, what Sony do you have? Sony.
I
What?
have a Sony A7 III.
The one that we ripped on last podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks,
Well, we
guys.
didn't rip on it. Like I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like the problems that Andre had. Like if I had that during a wedding, I'd be like dead.
Yeah.
Have
And
you
it
had
can't
any
have
problems?
that.
Not yet, thank God.
Did you buy it new?
I bought a new, yes. My only complaint with Sony is its ergonomics. I've dropped it once already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I broke my kit lens with it. Actually.
Come
It's
on.
funny, yeah.
The 20 to 70
Yeah.
kit? Man,
Were you
that
holding it?
lens is amazing.
It is amazing, but
I
broke
used
it.
I used that when I had the Sony A7S II
Yeah.
last year because that's what I was using for all the wedding
Yeah.
videos. And that's the only lens I used, and honestly, it was amazing. Even on the gimbal.
It's sharp.
Man, like it's
Yeah.
so smooth for focusing that it almost looks like a handy cam zooming in and out. And it's just so nice. The only thing is it's a 3.5, and then when you zoom in, it goes to a 4 or 5.
4.5, yeah.
That's the only thing, but
So
it's
low light sucks, but
yeah.
See, all my research, I don't know that much about Sony's or
Yeah.
anything else besides. I know a little bit more about Canon, obviously, because I got a Canon.
yeah.
All my research has been putting towards like video editing or how to take photos and this and this.
I think you want to lean more towards video.
I do, but I also still want a good camera for camera for photos. So I was telling Pete, I'm looking at maybe doing the Blackmagic Pocket Cam
Yeah.
whenever it becomes available.
But I don't think that'll be good for photos, though.
No,
I know it doesn't even do photos.
No.
It doesn't do photos,
Yeah.
but I still want a camera. I might keep this camera and then do.
Well, just keep this and get the pocket.
Yeah.
But then see then you're gonna be running into storage. Like if you want to be able to shoot RAW, you need to buy a CFast.
Yeah.
And that's an
I
extra
get an
five.
SSD.
Well, no, you have. They don't have. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They have
that's true.
They have a thing you can get with it. It's an extra $100. It's 720 gigs. Sorry, it's more than that.
By Angel Bird.
I don't know. It's the one that comes on the website, and it comes with it. You can plug an SSD right into the camera.
Yeah, because it's USB-C.
It's USB-C,
Yeah. And those SSDs are tiny now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
it's like
you can
this.
get
Fives? Yeah.
It's like this.
you can get a terabyte, the blue Samsung one that they
Yeah,
actually
T5s,
promote for
yeah.
it for like $300.
Yeah.
They get a 250 gig for 250 right now, or no, $130 right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of, at the end of the show, I got some deals for you guys. I looked up some
really?
up, yeah, and there's an SSD on there that's actually cheap that I found today. So
Awesome.
we'll talk about
SSDs
that
I don't use them except for in the Atomos.
Yeah, so I don't have an. I have everything. I have is hard drive. It's still
Yeah.
expensive to
Yeah.
get them, right? Like,
Well, I just bought like a 4 terabyte at Best Buy.
hard drive. That's a
Hard drive.
Hard drive. It's not a solid state. It's a
No, it's just a regular hard
No,
drive.
SSDs are extremely expensive, especially when you go with 1 terabyte.
yeah.
Yeah, I just picked up a 500 for I think $100.
500 SSD?
A 500 gigabyte SSD.
That's not bad though.
Yeah,
It's still not
it
bad.
goes for like $120 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. it should
What's
go-
What's the speed on it?
I'm not exactly sure.
Who-
about the
what
numbers.
brand?
It's Samsung T5s.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, so it's the same brand as what you were just talking about.
The blue one?
Yeah, and
Oh, I
so-
see. Oh, okay.
But only problem is to take advantage of that full speed, you need a motherboard that has that USB 3.1.
Yes, that's right.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought a USB
Yeah.
that it actually says a 3.1. I looked at it, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, so most motherboards that we use like,
Are 3.0.
are 3.0.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be able to take advantage of that full.
Well, we just turned this conversation into like a tech talk.
Oh, I got super nerdy.
No,
man.
no, don't worry. You know,
Oh, we
what?
could be here forever. We could be here forever.
It's like the conversation flow. We're down.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit of a tech junkie. Like I've been building my own computer since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
My dad's a computer engineer.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah?
sick.
Yeah, so he got me to build my first computer when I was 10.
Ooh.
So
That's why you're not Mac anymore. You're a
No,
PC
I
guy.
mean I've used the Mac.
Yeah, yeah.
But even when I bought a Mac, I always switched to Windows.
Yeah,
or,
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever built
I never built a laptop.
no, have you ever built, what do they call them, where it's a PC but it's ran Mac?
No, I'm not a big fan of OS because one of the biggest problem for me with Apple was that I couldn't tinker with it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
and
limited,
I love tinkering with stuff, so I couldn't upgrade my RAM. I couldn't.
Oh, that's
change the
true,
SSD.
yeah.
I mean, most.
Well, the
laptops
iMacs you
now
can.
don't.
The
Yeah,
iMacs.
But I mean, that avoids your warranty.
You sure?
Yeah.
Even though there's 2 extra slots there?
Because the newer ones, I think they close it off.
No, see,
You know?
well, no, that one there.
I'm not sure about iMacs.
Oh, okay.
But I know for laptops, a long
You can't
time
do
ago,
anything.
they-
Yeah, you can't do nothing.
they
Yeah.
just-
Which sucks.
close it off. It used to be open and used to be able to upgrade it yourself, but they kind of. I mean, I get why they did it because they want you to come to the store and get it done through
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of that, which is one of the reasons I like building my own stuff. I like PCs because I can mess around with it and upgrade according to what I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I think Apple's starting to lean towards the more open now because now they just have sports for eGPUs
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I think they're gonna end up going that route because Apple's not doing too well right now. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, they're not even advertising their iPhone sales right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not doing that good.
Pixel's killing it right now.
The
too.
Pixel,
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Pixel's good camera.
And even the Huawei P20 Mate or whatever it is Pro.
Yeah.
That-
Except there's a big problem with Huawei. I don't know if
No.
you're following. Like, there was a big sanction in the States because if you use the Huawei, apparently all your information gets sent to China.
yeah,
So
but
that's
isn't
why they
the
arrested a lady, one of the
CEO.
CFO.
or CFO. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What happened?
She-
there's a sanction on her.
She was
So
doing-
they were going to send her to States. They arrested her in Vancouver, and they
Come
were going to
on.
extradite her to States.
Yeah.
They found out. They found all of this out through the phone.
Oh no, it's because she was traveling to Vancouver, but she didn't realize that Canada extradites criminals to states
Yeah.
from Canada. So, well, China's kind of yelling at them, arguing them, if you don't send us back, we're gonna sanction you, and etc. But yeah, so Huawei is sanctioned in states right now
Yeah.
because of privacy issues and stuff like that. Like the
that's-
camera itself is fantastic. P20 Pro.
Oh, did you
Oh
see
my
some of
god,
the
it's
stuff on there?
amazing. Yeah.
But just the one thing I hate about what Android does to their cameras, it automatically adds a softing,
Yeah.
a soft thing.
But now Apple does too now.
Not really.
Not as much, but
The front facing camera does, but the rear it doesn't.
yeah. It's I got the 10s and like it's pretty good for
Yeah,
for
yeah.
photos. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Video's still a little bit grainy. Remember I was shooting the video's still a bit grainy, but photos it's like
Do you find that with Samsung phones they contrast a lot?
Yes.
and sharpen.
The
I mean,
blues
yeah.
are very
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
blue.
So that's their programming, right? So
Yeah, it's just the way the camera is. Right?
Yeah.
We're getting off track here. So what other
Sorry, my
questions
bad.
were we?
That's
No,
not
no,
good.
it's it.
We're not really. That's off track, but.
So you mentioned about how you started, right?
Yeah.
I had a question. I forget what it was.
I was gonna say the first time I noticed you. Actually, I noticed you before you even met up with Pete because there was that one drone shot that you took close to, I don't know if it was nighttime or close to nighttime, of the Skyway Bridge with the lights on. And, that's what caught my eye. But I think you liked one of his photos.
Yeah, yeah.
But at that time, you guys didn't meet each other yet in person.
No.
You guys met at the meetup the first time, right?
We still had like. I mean, I've known him through Instagram for a long time. Yeah.
So I that photo was sick. And then after when I seen that you had met up with him for that 5 photographers thing,
that was
like,
fun.
yo,
that was fun.
I even told Pete, I was like, yo, he's got that sick shot on the Skyway Bridge with the drone. That was Mavic Air.
Mavic Air, yeah.
Oh yes, now I remember.
And I also, when I did that, I also kind of snuck into the Fasco factory too.
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Probably one of my favorites.
I feel like
you took it down. That one's sick.
Yeah.
I feel like you like doing more drone stuff.
I do. I just don't really have the opportunity to as much anymore.
Yeah. Well, especially now because it gets dark so fast.
Yeah, exactly. Funny thing though, the new Mavic 2 Pro with the 1-inch sensor camera, honestly, amazing low light.
With the Hasselblad.
Yeah.
It's good in low light.
Yes, and the ISO performance is a lot better than what I.
So what ISO can you go to when you start noticing grain?
Honestly, I've been able to use up to 800 to 1600 without
any grain.
Without fixing it.
800 without any grain, and then when you get to 1600, you start noticing more grain as it goes.
With the 2, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm waiting for them to do the dual pixel ISO or the native ISO on those drones.
Yeah, me too.
That would be crazy.
And I'm also kind of hoping they would also allow portrait mode in their cameras as well.
Eventually.
Yeah, because.
Well, we talked about the Osmo Pocket, but I don't think we want to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Have you seen that, the Pocket?
Yeah, I know about it. It's just I don't really.
Every now and then I'm checking out footage, and there's this one guy on YouTube I checked. It's just like, holy shit, like that's good footage.
Yeah.
Like it's just like.
For something that small too.
But like it's not waterproof, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
There's a case that comes with it. That's waterproof. Yeah.
Really?
But when it's out of the box, it's not. You have to buy a case for it.
But at that point, why not just buy a GoPro 7?
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Apparently, the stabilization on GoPro 7 is amazing.
Yeah, I saw a comparison, but like you can really see it's because it's an electronic stabilization, and you can actually see like the jitter and the blurriness that it's doing.
And the GoPro, right?
Yeah.
See, I think the Osmo for stabilization is better. But the dynamic range on the GoPro is way better.
Oh yeah.
Well, the main question is which one has like a bigger sensor, and I don't even know that.
Wow.
Actually, what did you find on the Mavic Air that you could use? Because I have the Mavic Air, and I haven't really used it a lot.
The thing I miss about my Mavic Air is portability.
That's what I got.
I used to be able to fit in my pocket. With the new Mavic 2 Pro, I can't do that. I got this massive bag. I carry it around. Even the Mavic Air was basically the size of my Mavic 2 battery.
Yeah. So
that's one thing I do miss. And honestly, I think for 90% of people, Mavic Air is just good enough.
Yeah.
It's not just good enough. I think it's excellent. I think it's prosumer rate.
I know you said the controls aren't as good, obviously, as the 2 because it's different radio technology.
Yeah. The remote from Mavic 2 Air is better.
Yeah.
But you're not going over 2 kilometers anyways per flight. Technically, you're not supposed to.
No, yeah.
It's nice that in theory to have that 8-kilometer distance.
Yeah.
But does it really matter?
Yeah, like I think it's only a 4-kilometer max, anyways, right?
Yeah.
So when that's what I was, because I was actually I was telling Pete I was thinking between the Pro 2, but obviously the cost difference is way huger, and the portability, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I go away, I don't want to pay for an extra bag.
Yeah.
That's what I thought for me, but like. So I ended up getting the Mavic Air, but like I noticed a little bit of green in all my footage. Yeah. Did you notice that too in yours?
I mean, I think the biggest difference between the Pro 2 and Air is the so Air has that D-Cine-like.
Yeah, exactly.
But with the Pro 2, you get the with Mavic 2, should I say, you actually get a D-Log.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest difference. I don't know, because you can work with the grain. You can kind of incorporate that onto your footage.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, my biggest problem, it's not really a problem actually. I actually prefer the Air when I travel, for example.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. But like, even I've done some work with it too, and it's just less conspicuous. Like you pull out this massive Mavic 2 and people go like, oh my god, that's a drone. But with Air, you don't even notice it half the time, unless you hear it because it's louder.
Yeah. The Mavic Air is pretty loud. Like I took it. I went up north with my buddy Eric. We went to Algonquin. Actually, got a video coming out.
I saw that. Yeah.
I got a video coming out soon, and then, but I noticed like in the trees in the dark areas, you can really notice the grain on the Mavic Air, right? And like when it came to the light shots, it was fine, but on the active track, would it go like automatic mode where it would try to pick up the light if it was too dark? Is there a way to shut that off or no?
No, because the problem with Mavic Air is you don't get that micro adjustment. Yeah, so I think that's the big problem with the Air, but I mean, it's not something that would break the actual that would destroy the functionality of the drone.
No, yeah. Because like I was trying to get these shots and it kept going to auto ISO.
Yeah.
Only on.
Can you turn it off? You can turn it off. No.
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
You can turn it off.
I'll have to.
Yeah, if you if you go to the option, you just shoot everything on manual.
Because I had it on manual, but then when I went on active track, it would go to auto ISO
active
mode.
Track, yes, because by active track, it's basically on full auto. Yeah. So I think that's part of.
You can switch it to manual, but if the light's not good enough, then it automatically goes to auto, right? So I was like, oh. What the
because with active track, if you don't, especially with the lighting, because it uses lighting to track you. If it deems it too dark to even sense what's in front of you, it switches for safety, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's why. Because I didn't know.
Because when it's too dark, those sensors just stop working. Even with on the Mavic 2, if you're shooting at nighttime, it just shuts. All the sensors are useless. You might as well shoot everything in sport mode because those even the Omni sensors that you say are better doesn't work.
Have you got some good nighttime stuff with the Mavic Air?
Not yet, no.
Or not, well, the Pro, not yet. But.
So what I'm thinking is I want to do Ontario place. Sometime next week because they got all the lights on. So I thought that would be cool, and I want to get the CN Tower eventually. But Toronto's always because there's an airport right there.
Yeah, I know that's the
so that's why I don't want to. But if you're far enough, the quality of the camera is actually good enough. I can actually crop in. Yeah, and it'll still be good.
And you shoot 4K, everything 4K?
Depends on what I'm. Yeah, I mean, for drone footages, I'm either gonna speed it. I'm never gonna slow it down. So 30 frames per second is usually good enough. Yeah. So
I do everything in 24 so far. Like, but I've only used it maybe 4 or 5 times. Yeah. Because I just got it in September.
Yeah. And you love it, obviously.
I just took it out this weekend because I was like, I have to use this thing. It's gonna be winter soon, right?
I'll when we're done the podcast, I'll take you out, and then I got the drone here. So
that's sick. Yeah.
So it lights up at night too, when it's landing and when it's taking off.
Oh yeah.
So actually, that kind of makes a cool picture as well. Like you always have a person under, and it kind of looks like an alien,
that's
like a
sick.
UFO. But yeah, no, it's definitely. I don't regret the investment. Although the price point was
it's expensive.
I think I spent $1,300 for Fly More Air, but for Fly More Mavic 2 Pro cost me $2,700.
Oh crap!
Yeah, it was.
See, I was looking at getting it too, and I was like, it's $2,000, and I haven't flown a drone in my life. So when I got it, and Pete's like, just get the Mavic Air because you can bring it to travel and everything. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not gonna go full tilt the first thing. Let me see if I even like doing the drone. I'll spend a little bit less. Because I can always resell it. Worst case scenario, like you do.
You always get full value.
No, exactly.
It never loses full value unless you crash and it's destroyed. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And the way I see it is like drone photography's obviously been now for what 5 years maybe a little bit longer, and it's like a whole different view. So it's worth the investment. Yeah. Regardless.
I think so too. I mean, drones are what kind of started off me making any videos.
Yeah.
So
you love doing drones.
Oh yeah. Even. Actually, drone is what, again, like I explained it, the drone is what got me to do videos.
Yeah.
Because I never even tested it with my DSLR. I never even wanted to attempt it. And then, I think when I first used the drone, I saw a whole different possibility you could do with videos.
Yeah.
Not just from photos, because you can tell so much more of a story doing, from my perspective anyway, because everybody has a different relative.
Yeah.
So drones will always have like a soft part of my heart. Just because of that entire story of me starting to do videos. I mean, I'm still relatively fresh in the industry as well. I mean, I've been doing video for. Well, I think my first video was in July.
I was gonna say you started this year in video because I seen that you were just doing photos, and then I seen you started posting videos on your stories.
No, they're fun.
I love video, man. I
me too.
For me personally, I like video more.
How long have you done video?
I've been doing this only for like a year and a bit.
Okay, yeah.
So I started. When did I start? I started last year in May.
Yeah. So like similar to me.
Yeah, I started last year with a camera, first time camera, everything, like
in
May. So then now I'm at video and like I know how to do video photo. I'm still learning my style.
Yeah.
I don't have my style, but like I was telling Pete the other day, I think I'm getting close to what I wanted my style is, like, or beginning to figure out what I want my look to be like, because everyone's got their own look. Right?
Yeah.
So like,
styling is hard. I mean, we should probably wait for Peter to talk about this.
No, yeah.
But one thing I struggle with styling was because everybody, especially with clients, right? Actually, you know what? Let's table this until Peter comes back.
We'll table it.
Yeah, because I feel like he would have something to say about this as well.
Yeah, we'll see. Pete's on a phone call, guys. Yeah, wait a few seconds. But how about you started doing weddings as well?
Yeah, so I did my first wedding. I want to say it was July. So me and this client actually laughed about it after because I didn't even know where he came from.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even like advertising myself or anything. He's like, I need a wedding videographer. So you got recommended to me. I'm like, I've never even done a wedding video. I don't know where you heard. And
who recommended?
Yeah, and so eventually we went to the Facebook post that he found me in, and because he's like, yeah, Patrick recommended me. I'm like, who is Patrick? I don't know. Like, I got friends that are Patricks, but like,
which one?
And then we found out there was actually a mutual friend I actually had been doing photography with and started around the same time.
Yeah.
So that's how I got recommended, and that was my first wedding video. And actually, it's really nice because the couple actually loved what I did, and they've been recommending me to people, and I've been getting inquiries through it, which was kind of nice too.
It's weird once you get out that role. Like I even told, I'm not ready for weddings and stuff, and few people have asked me. I just said I can't commit to it because I don't want to. I don't know what's going on. Like
honestly though, man, like Richard Branson, he said, like if you don't know what you're doing, just jump into it and hope for the best, and that's how you learn.
Well, that's how I did.
Yeah.
I did it with him. Like I told him I didn't want to do weddings at all.
Yeah.
Funny because my first wedding was with the D750.
Yeah. And it was nice. It turned out amazing.
Yeah.
And so I did D750, and on the gimbal too.
Yeah.
Which is even hard to focus.
Yeah. Oh, it's impossible.
Sorry, we just talked about drones and
yeah.
wedding, but we were gonna talk about styles.
Yeah, like styling.
But we're gonna pull out the treat right now. Right, a treat for us three.
This is gonna be a long one.
From Domenic's Nonna?
No, it's not from my Nonna. It's from La Bakeria. I got some cannolis.
Stop.
From where?
La Bakeria.
I heard so many good things about this.
Oh yeah, buddy. I got cannolis for tomorrow's Christmas party, and I said grab an extra 3.
How many you got cannolis?
I got cannolis, yeah. Like I said, grab an extra 3 for tonight. So I'm gonna be
open that shit up.
Mucking cannolis.
Open it up. Open it up.
I should have brought it in. I got 3.
So do you enjoy doing weddings?
I do.
So how many weddings have you done?
I've done, well, it's funny. I've done maybe 3 this year.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Like pictures?
No, I've done 2 videos and 1.
Have you posted them? Or?
No, not really. No.
Why? I'm just curious.
I don't want to put waiting on it because
one of my sisters, I guess. I told her to get an extra one.
My biggest struggle is.
Tell me what your biggest struggle is.
My biggest struggle is how much I feel like I'm better a month after I do them.
You're exactly the same way I am.
But okay, that is good, but you can't let that get in the way because you're doing the wedding for your client.
Yeah.
And if they are happy with it, then that's all that matters.
No, I know. I get that. So like that makes me
But it's
happy.
also good for you to think like that because that's only going to make you better.
Yeah. So it's just that's been kind of messing with my mind a little bit. Because
but you're also still new to it too, right?
Exactly,
so I mean, you're just gonna see the progression.
Yeah.
I'm the same way, exactly the same way.
Yeah,
I look at my pictures and I'll be like, "They're shit. Like my new ones are better. Like I'm not done editing those. And by the time I edit those, I put them out."
Yeah.
Ready?
We do like sound effects on.
I'm Korean, and we Koreans love that stuff. So that sound.
Yeah, that crunch.
I forget what it's called.
On hold. That's the stuff I was telling you about. Remember the people talking to the microphones and they make money? They just go, that's ASMR.
Yeah, but they do that for sound effects for movies.
No, they do it. All they do is stream themselves doing it, and people
Come
listen.
on.
Yeah, I swear, I'm not lying. People make money. There's a chick that she's a good-looking chick. She makes money. She makes like a lot of money doing it.
Some of them actually make six figures. Twitch, even I saw.
So what is Twitch?
So it can be from multiple things. I can't really. I'm not a Twitcher, so I don't really know.
Is it just a platform?
But yeah, so for me, I just watch people play video games, like streaming. So I play a lot of PUBG and Overwatch. So what happens then is I watch these pros play it, and you go like, holy shit, I can't believe.
Oh, so they just stream themselves
Yeah.
on it. The platform for streaming.
But the thing is, like, Twitch can also be. It doesn't have to be exclusive to video games. There's also people that just live stream themselves doing stuff for donations.
Oh, I see.
So they get subscriptions. It's kind of like Patreon. I don't know if you know what
Patreon,
that is.
yeah, you can
it's
sell
kinda like
stuff
that.
on there.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh.
It's live. It's all live.
It's all live.
It's, YouTube, it's like YouTube Live 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And then you get donations from people. I mean, this guy, his name is Shroud, so he's one of the best CSGO players in the world. This guy, I watched him make like $40,000 in span of 10 minutes.
What was he
from
doing?
Donations. Playing PUBG. It's one of the Battle Royale games.
How do you make money?
People make donations.
People donate it.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
How many people were watching?
Like he at one point gets like 300,000 people watching.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts.
But why do you have to make a donation?
You don't
You
have
don't
to.
have to. You can just watch, but
People
people
just
make
do it.
donation for example, like people challenge him to do stuff. So
Oh my
some
god,
people would
yo, we
ask-
gotta start doing it.
Yeah, no, actually though.
You want some money?
I mean, Jesse Driftwood just started doing Patreon for a similar thing too.
Who's that?
Jesse Driftwood.
He's like
yeah, videographer in Hamilton.
Oh yeah.
Instagrammer.
Yeah.
How long ago though?
He started maybe like a month or two ago.
He got out there for doing like vertical
stories.
videos
Yeah.
with his DSLR for Instagram.
Oh okay. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So he uses Canon M. I don't know the number.
M4, M3.
Yeah, something
the
like that.
smaller one.
And that's all he uses for his Instagram stories.
Nice.
And some of the Instagram stories he puts out are just dope.
I gotta add him.
Just transition wise.
Yeah, he does like the in-camera transitions.
Yeah.
Where he does like a whip, and then the next shot he does another whip, and then it's like a seamless transition.
Yeah. But the
That's what
way
they're
he
called,
does
yeah.
zoom transitions, I'm still trying to emulate it. And apparently, from what I've heard from a lot of people, you have to buy or make just actual transition, like the
okay.
effect. But
Oh, I know
He
what
does it-
you're talking about, the Sam Colder transition.
yeah, but like Jesse Driftwood does it as well.
Oh, okay.
And he does it really well. Like it's seamless. So he would zoom in to basically like go straight to the camera, and it looks like he's moving towards the camera, but he's not. He's just shooting here, and then he just zooms.
So
in.
like the actual
Yeah.
footage is moving in on
Oh,
him.
so
Yeah.
he does it all in camera.
Yes.
In camera or editing?
No, it's nuts. I don't know how he does it. So, I mean,
I gotta see it. I gotta see this.
no,
We're
you'd
just gonna
love
be
it.
getting the back of your thing, eh?
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, styling. I feel like that's the important thing.
Oh yeah, we're talking about style. We want to save this comment.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about style.
So, art, like, as a creative, the biggest problem is how do you
Find your-
establish your style and be happy with it, especially when everyone asks you to do something different. Because I've had clients that ask me to do, oh, I love your shots, but can you do this for this shot?
Yeah, they want
in
the
terms
look
of
to be
editing.
different.
Yeah. So I've had wedding clients that go, can you do bright and airy?
A what?
Like a bright and airy.
What's that?
What's that?
So it'd be very bright, very low clarity, so it looks foggy. Kinda
Like for pictures?
Yeah, so like angelic looks. And
So this is just like a color grade or
like-
a preset.
yeah. So, I mean, you can buy a
Oh,
preset.
you know what
too.
she wants? She wants the Pinterest look.
Yes, that's exactly what
She
it
wants
is.
the
yes.
Pinterest look.
I had a bride
Yeah.
asking me for that.
Yeah.
It's just it's those colors.
Yeah.
Where the whites and like skin tones come
Yeah.
out, and then like everything else is like very bright.
Yeah.
It's like all oversat or overexposed.
It's a popular
Yeah.
Pinterest.
I've seen a lot of people do that.
So that's the trend right now. I feel like.
Yeah, it is.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people, that's what they want, and that's what they picture. So because a lot of my stuff are dark, so what do I?
Yours is. I don't think yours is dark. I think yours is more moody.
Yeah. So.
Well, it could be dark.
Yeah, I mean it's moody dark.
Yeah,
I mean it's a lot darker than what most people have been asking me for, right? Yeah. So that's why I'm asking. Like,
and then that's what will bring you out of your shell, I guess.
Yeah.
But see, like I don't even know how to emulate that.
Oh yeah.
That look, like I don't even know where to start to get that look, because like people are like, I want it like this.
Yeah.
You just have to. Yeah, you just have to make sure your picture is exposed properly, and then you're able to do anything you want.
See, but I do all my pictures based off of my moody look, so I haven't even experimented how to expose it properly in camera to make it that look. Like when I go in there, I know.
So basically, it depends on what you want. Like you know, like you have a bride by the window.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's gonna be too bright outside, coming in. So what are you gonna expose for?
I would see.
What would you expose for?
For what the?
So she is right by the window.
Yeah.
And it's very bright outside. What would you expose for?
I would try to make it so I can see enough of the shadows, but not to expose. I'd get that middle between her light part of her face and the shadow part. That's what I would.
But how about the outside part, the window, the light coming in? What would you do with that?
I try to make it as visible as you can, but at the same time capture. Like it's a middle ground.
See, like what
That's me though.
Yeah, I mean everyone's got a different way of doing it, but like what I feel like it basically the important subject is a person.
Yeah.
So you don't want them to be underexposed, unless you're going for that silhouette look.
Yeah.
But if it's super bright outside and you expose for her, then behind her it's gonna be very bright and it's gonna be casting the shadow.
Yeah.
So at the heart.
Sorry, go ahead.
So it's kind of like a hard decision, because then that's when flash comes in hand. It kind of evens everything out with all the dark shadows.
Yeah.
Because if you obviously don't want to expose for outside, because we don't care about outside. We care about the bride. But if you have good cameras and the dynamic range on the cameras are good, you should be able to get a decent amount of outside, but not casting too much shadow inside. And then she's going to be exposed properly. But then depends on if you're slapping a preset on there, you can maybe make them both stand out. But I mean, I think making them both stand out is kind of what you don't really want to do.
I usually focus on the subject, but like for my photos, I usually underexpose a little bit.
Underexposed?
One stop.
Yeah.
I always do one stop.
Just around one stop after, just so I know I can bring it, because I'd rather have it where it's down and I can bring
because you can't bring down.
You can't. It's hard when it's blown out. You can't bring it back, but when it's underexposed, you can bring it up a bit.
So what was your question again, or what were you gonna say?
That was what I was gonna say.
Oh,
I always shoot one stop under, and then I bring it up with. Especially with like D750 and Sony, even if it's like super dark, I can always recover it from under.
Sony's recovery like for shadows is crazy.
Amazing. Yeah, so I actually put it comes with a dial, so exposure bias. So I always put it one step down. So if I do something like automatic ISO, that's what it.
Oh, I see.
But
only does an auto.
I mean, if I'm shooting an event, you're gonna be on auto ISO too, because you don't know.
You keep it on auto.
What you're doing.
You keep it on auto.
Depends on what I'm doing.
Okay.
So.
Because like especially for ISO, I would want to control that.
Yeah.
Just so you don't get grainy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I lock it. You lock it at
between
like
that range.
So when event shooting was first taught to me, well, not like YouTube is my biggest teacher. That's where I learned most things.
I just received $100 gift.
By who?
What? How do I receive $100 gift?
E-gift. Who gave me an e-gift? Is this a spam?
That's real.
No, wait, go back.
So
go to the email.
No, it was a message. 515-7491.
Yeah,
who is this?
You just got a virus.
You received a $100 e-gift.
Oh, don't
click on that, man. Don't click on that.
Secured, paid.
Don't click on that.
It's showing on the.
You scammers.
It's showing on the Canadian banks though. Which is
I know, but that's still a scam. That's gotta be a scam.
You transfer details.
What's the website?
Well, this is like when you get an e-transfer.
Yeah, I know, but what's the website though? Read the website.
It's just secure paid ID.
Yeah, man, that's definitely a scam.
Yeah, I think it's a scam.
You guys got me. I was gonna get it. I was like, but the 905 number.
Yeah, I know, but When's the last time you got a?
I don't think. No, I wouldn't have done it because that's one thing
Yeah.
too. I always get these emails that say iTunes.
Recovery or something?
No, iTunes receipt.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy no app.
Yeah.
I get them nonstop every day.
Yeah, me too.
And I got scared today because I actually thought it was real. But then when you go to when you click one of the things that are highlighted in the email, it brings you up to your email. And then when you put your password in, they're gonna know your password.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I always get CRA calls from CRA going like, yeah, you're being audited. I'm like, oh no, like my life's over.
Are you trying to look at the time?
Yeah.
I forgot to put on time. I think we're at like 40 minutes. Yeah.
Man.
Okay, well let's do a couple more questions
Yeah,
and
my
that's
bad,
it.
dudes.
Oh, no,
Do you have any?
like
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, for us.
Oh man, now I feel like I kind of asked you guys a lot of questions.
Yeah?
I would say, yeah, like I mean, what I kind of want to know from you guys is what got you guys started in this industry. It's just, you want to start with Peter first, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
We've touched on it, but
I don't know how. Like, what industry are you talking about?
You know what? Let's just make it more simple because I feel like this is something that you guys already talked about a million times.
Yeah.
yeah, but we can tell you. We can tell you.
I mean, you guys have already done.
So
this
I
podcast.
can actually talk about like how. Yeah, well, I'll just start from the beginning.
yeah, just get
okay.
vague.
So like as I said when you got here, like I graduated Mohawk photography course, which don't go to. Just YouTube everything,
YouTube.
or just like
Peter McKinnon.
send me an email or Peter, whatever, and then someone will get to you. I finished that, and then I started doing like lingerie, boudoir, modeling photos, but that taught me on how to light stuff.
Yeah.
With flash photography and strobes, like the strobe here, strobe there, and I think that's where I learned all of my lighting techniques. I didn't learn any of that in school, and
What did school teach you?
like I said, 3-point lighting,
Okay.
which I don't even use. Actually, we're using 3-point lighting right now. We got one here, one there, and one there.
Who's like this?
That's Andre's.
Oh, I was gonna say. I just
So-
noticed that right now.
This is actually where I started doing the studio stuff. I have my backdrop right here and my 2
Right up
strobes.
there.
Yeah, I actually, first time I walking in, I
Yeah.
recognized that you did a film here
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
So I started off with the photography, and then I just wanted to do more video, and then I started dating my girlfriend now, which is Jessica, and me and her always liked going to places and traveling and stuff. So one of my very first videos that kind of got me more into doing it was like the Niagara Falls video.
Yeah.
And then ever since I just started doing that, and then I did one wedding video, and then that led to all the ones I'm doing now. And then and it's just, I'm happy that I got into it. I don't even know what else I would be doing.
Yeah.
If someone's like,
I mean, your wedding videos are dope.
they're like, go get a job. I'm like, I don't know what I would do. Like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you aren't making money from this, and then you go find a real job, then that's like giving up on your passion. You don't want to do that. I mean, like right now, like this is what I'm doing full time, and like I got nothing to do right now because like I still have I have one more wedding video to do. But in the summertime, I'm working with my dad and plus doing my wedding video. So, but like in the wintertime, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So it's always nice having those side gigs coming in and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you about the wedding video thing. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy doing weddings. I like the rush. I like the atmosphere too, and especially like I think all of the weddings that I did, you become friends with them.
Yeah.
And you end up drinking with them.
Yeah.
And it's honestly fun. Like if you have like that personality, and it's gonna get you places.
Yeah.
And it's gonna create friends, which is gonna create jobs, which is good. And I don't know, I'm pumped for next year.
Yeah, Pete's really pumped.
Yeah.
How about you?
Me, well, I already touched on another one, but it was I've always had a thing for like photos, but I never really paid attention to detail on it.
Yeah.
And making videos, I would just take it, but I would never I'm like, I don't have the software. I'm just gonna take the photo of the video. So there was a YouTube commercial. It was you ever heard of Create Tyler? He's like a young kid. He apparently ripped a whole bunch of people out, but he did some sick video editing. And I was also listening to Gary Vaynerchuk at the same time. Gary V?
Yeah, everyone knows Gary.
Yeah,
V,
so like I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk and I seen this Create Tyler video and I was like, yo, like I wanted to make some sick videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to get a camera. So I started taking pictures just with my phone. And then after I was like, yo, I want to like step this up a bit. I want to get a camera. And I was hesitating. And then
I remember when you got the camera, you were messaging me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
were you one of those?
No. No, because like we were friends. I mean,
yeah.
we are. No, I was gonna say we were friends a long time ago, but we've been still friends. But we were friends a long time ago because we hung out with certain people.
Yeah.
And then we just stopped, and then there was like a good like 6 years.
Yeah, that
because I didn't hang out with the same people.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere.
It was at Prairie Steak is where it started, 100%.
Was it?
It was Prairie Steak, and I said, yo, I just got the thing, like the camera. I got the ADD, so like I started like I was hesitant on getting the camera, and my classmate just purchased the 60 at the time.
Was it when Faiza got one?
Faiza got it before me, a month before me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's like, just get the camera. Him and his wife are like, man, like trust me, if you want to do it, just get the camera, right? So I got the camera, and then after I was like trying to learn, because my struggle is I'm like I don't have the patience to learn all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, I made it one of my goals that year. I was like, it was a few things I wanted to do. I wanted to lose weight, which didn't happen. It happened, but I didn't reach my goal.
Eating pizza every
I
day.
made it to 190. I was at 210. I made it to 190. I didn't make it to 180. I wanted to learn how to produce music, which I didn't do because I
remember you were DJing for a bit.
I've been doing the same thing
DJing,
too. Yeah, I'm in the same way.
Yeah, and then it was I wanted to learn how to use a camera and edit the software.
Yeah.
So I did the camera thing, and like I'm like so happy I did now. And
Yeah.
I was telling Pete, like my dad would bust my balls. He'd be like, "You're
What are
always
you-
doing this
what are you
camera
doing?
thing. What are you doing? Like you're always
same.
going out, blah
Yeah.
blah 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 blah." So I kept busting his balls, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "You're watching hockey for 3 hours." I was like, guess what? I just made $250 from learning all my camera stuff. So after that, he appreciated it, and he understands what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
He doesn't bust my balls. Like sometimes he's like, yeah, you're always going out, but like he doesn't really bust about the camera thing. It's more so just going out. But like that's how you learn. It's like
The same with my
every
parents,
day
too.
you just gotta keep at it. And I can't stay. I only stay at home to edit, and then like obviously my family time. Like somebody in my family's always out. We're never always together on the weekends. Maybe a little bit more, but like during the week, like somebody's always out. Not everyone's at home all the time. So, but that's.
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Actually, to follow up, and especially with what you said, the whole real job thing, right? From when I started this whole kind of journey into photography and videography, like I've had my close friends that weren't supportive at all with it.
Weren't?
No. They try their best, but at the same time they don't really understand it, right?
Yes.
So they kind of go.
It's
what are you
almost
doing?
like it's like a process, and then you have to just do. It's like creating that S curve in Lightroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like they're getting to a point that kind of understand it now. But even now, it just seems, which is kind of why I also try to make more photography and videography friends, is because they understand it more.
Yeah.
Than my other friends who are.
Well, we're all in that creative world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So people understand it better. But I found that they try their hardest. Like I get that if my friends are listening to this later.
But you know, deep down,
mad.
You love them.
deep down, you know what? Be like, ask them, like, are you happy doing what you're doing? And they're gonna say no. Half of them are gonna say no.
Yeah.
Are we happy? Yeah, we're freaking happy because we love this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get a job doing roofs just so I can make good money and not like and be miserable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
End of story. Do what you love doing. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not right.
See, like I love doing photography too, and I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
But like obviously anybody would want to do like what they do on the side and make tons of money.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I had those friends too. Like it's not that they didn't support me. Just like when I wanted to do a vlog, just like bring the camera all the time, and then they eventually were like, yo, like where's your camera? Like where's your camera?
no,
They got to
same
that
with
point.
me, yeah.
Where you bring your camera.
They had
out.
to get comfortable with you being.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you include too much dialogue, I find like in your videos, they find it like you want to have those private conversations.
They don't understand what it's for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, like me, I like doing more cinematic stuff, and with the vlog, it was talking a lot more than doing the cinematic at the beginning. Now I'm starting to make it more cinematic than anything.
Yeah.
So with that, it's about making everything look cool. They're like, yo, this looks sick. Now they're like, yo, bring the camera out. So like Alfano's like, yo, like we gotta go hunting.
Bring the camera.
Take
some
we want to do a
pictures.
video. Like
yeah.
he was down for it, and then like Jordan would always get frustrated about the camera, but he's like, yo, like he
gotta break them into it.
Yeah, you just gotta slowly bring into it. Like, and if you can make like something cool out of it, and they like it, then it's sick. Like
that was like me and Dom and Lassie.
Yeah.
A long time ago, we made an MTV Cribs movie.
I remember that
with Phil DeGotti.
I remember that.
Phil DeGotti at Dom's house.
I still remember the whole.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on Facebook
or YouTube.
That was like when.
Or the
that's
DJ Saw video.
Oh, the DJ Saw. Yeah, that was actually funny.
Or the mountain.
Oh,
you gotta hear this.
So we tried to start a little show. With everyone that we hung out with.
There's about 30 of us.
There was 30 of us. And
this is when we were hanging out. Like,
yeah,
a long
this
time
is
ago.
when we were hanging out, and we called it the Mountain. And we actually made an intro.
Pete did the whole thing. I wasn't even in the
I did an intro, and then we just left it at that, and we never got into it.
Yeah.
Just do it like a really bad camera too.
No, it was actually with a Panasonic DVX 200.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean it was only
I'll show you the trailer after.
Yeah.
It was like the camera that I was using for my skate videos, but it was still like at the time it was a $3,500 camera.
Yeah.
It wasn't a DSLR. It was an actual like
the camcorder, like a video camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, a funny story about making videos when you're a kid. In high school, me and my friends made a wrestling video.
Oh,
so
really?
I was the Undertaker, and my buddy was the Bret Hart. Yeah, no, it was amazing. We still watch it every day. Like whenever we.
Those are the best videos.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a mini DV camera.
Yeah. Oh.
So I can look at all my stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 20 tapes at home.
Yeah.
20.
You could probably convert them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get a camera so I can put the tapes in the camera and put it on my computer.
Henry's actually does.
I'm not paying.
Yeah, that's fair.
How much is it though?
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I actually
For them to sit there and press a button when I can
Yeah.
just buy a $50 DV.
Do they not have that? Like they have.
You have to get a
VHS.
deck. You have to get a deck, a mini DV deck, which are expensive.
Yeah.
How much are the decks though?
Like $400. You could go on Amazon or Facebook. People would sell them for like $50, $100, and you just hook it up through a FireWire.
Oh, okay.
It's called the FireWire cable, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I know, man. You should see the skate videos I made back in the day. Oh, that's where I learned everything.
Hey, that's where
That's where I
you
started.
yeah.
I had the fisheye lens. Oh man, I had a nice. It was called a Century Optics. It was called they were called Death Lens.
Death lens?
They were called Death Lenses. Yeah.
Never even heard of it.
Man, the size of this lens was like this big.
Did you make those really cheesy '90s video style?
No, it was like pure skate videos. You know, skateboarding and you get low and you film them. Oh my god, those were the days.
Yeah.
I wasn't even drinking in high school because I was always skating
Yeah.
and making videos. I started drinking when I was 18.
I actually did a little bit, not skateboarding, but I did aggression blading.
Oh,
growing
okay.
up. So
Wait, what's that?
so it's like trick blading.
Rollerblades.
Oh,
But
like
with
grinding and
yeah,
stuff.
so you call it aggression
The
blading.
little gap in
Yeah.
the middle there.
Yeah, so that's what I used
I
to
always
do
wanted
too.
a pair of those.
Yeah, I mean it's dangerous. I've definitely broken a bone.
Yeah?
Doing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
definitely
even
definitely
touch that.
sprained a couple things too
Yeah.
through skateboarding, but it's oh man, like I was able to like ollie off like 4 steps. Man, I can barely go down them now.
Yeah.
You can walk down them.
Oh, I can't. I barely. In Vegas, my knees were killing me.
Can't hold. I'm becoming. I know. I feel the same way.
Man, like I definitely can't jump off a force there. But back in the day, I was able to ollie off of it.
Yeah.
Like I can't jump. If I jump,
I feel the same
I'll
way.
like
Tear
you know like the Avengers in the end how they all disintegrate. That'll be me when I jump off.
I've never seen the movie yet. So I don't
You
know.
didn't see
No.
it? What?
Really?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Tell this guy to go watch it.
The new
Okay,
one's-
but
the new
the
one's
spoiler
coming.
rules doesn't count.
No, I know,
If
I
you
know.
haven't watched it after
He already.
2 months
I think
later.
he already told me that they all die in the end, anyways, and I haven't watched.
man.
I
it.
mean, you don't know
Don't-
who exactly though.
I don't know who exactly.
Yeah.
But the new one, they're all alive
Bro,
again.
do us a favor.
Not yet. We don't
Do
know
us
that
a
yet.
favor and go watch it
I gotta
tonight.
watch all of them because
Well, it's not out anymore, so you gotta wait till
What?
the DVD release.
Oh, it's out on DVD.
Is it?
It should be. You should be able to go
I haven't
www.
watched the first one.
What?
Watch any of the Avengers.
You never watched any of the Avengers?
No.
How are you alive?
I'm always doing film and camera. Bro.
No, that's fair, but I mean, it's Avengers. man.
Yes, you.
Everybody's-
How long is each movie? What, 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yes. There's like
Yeah.
3 of them right
I'll
now.
watch one over the holiday.
Okay.
I'll make a note to watch the first one over the holiday.
You gotta watch them all by the time we do another podcast.
Yeah.
That's one a few
We
weeks.
forgot to tell you that we got like a little Christmas setup because by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be Christmas Eve.
Yep. We got our hats. Pete thought he had a hat.
I had one. I thought I had one.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give you guys. We should probably end it soon, eh?
Yeah. What were we gonna do?
I got the deals
Oh yeah.
from Best Buy.
This is gonna be the longest podcast. We definitely lost viewers on this one.
My bad, guys. My bad.
No,
I
I
talk
like
too
it.
much.
So these are the deals.
Only from Best Buy because I didn't know anyone else. I know Vistec's got a deal on the
Sound
DGI
effects.
Ronin.
I
Vistec.
can't even talk. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
it's
I'll
good.
just shut up.
Wait, hold on. We gotta play the sound effect here.
Yeah.
Huh.
You watch Making a Murder?
Ready? Here.
Here comes the money. Money talk. Here comes the money.
The money savings. So, starting off, I know for a fact. I know for a fact, Vistec does have the DJI Ronin S on sale for $250 off or something like that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say for $250. I was like, I'm going right now.
I gotta tell you
Take
exactly
my money.
right now. I'm gonna start with that. Not $200. I buy like 5 of them and resell them. So shout out to Matt Clark because I seen it on his thing
Matt Clark.
from Hamilton.
We'll tag you.
Sorry, $230 off of the Ronin S from Vistec.
When are these sales? When do these go on sale?
This one I don't know when it ends, but it's on as of yesterday. It was on. These ones that I'm about to tell you from Best Buy are Boxing Day sales. I was
Which
looking
is
at
Friday?
Which is
Thursday?
Boxing Day's
Thursday.
Wednesday. Monday's 24th.
28th is Friday. Yeah, so it'll be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Wednesday. So there's the Sony on-ear noise canceling Bluetooth headphones with the mic for $129.99, savings of $100. So they're great for editing if you guys want to do editing. Those are good headphones. Like you save $100. So
Yeah.
they're not good obviously if you want to do them and you're on the camera, but they're good for editing if you want to just sit down, noise canceling your headphones. There's the Seagate Backup Slim 1.5 terabyte 2.5 inch USB 3.0 external. Can't even talk anymore. I'm getting out of breath. External portable hard drive for $60. So it's $40. It's $40 savings. It's not crazy, but it's okay. It's good for on the go. So if you guys,
Is this all Vistec?
this is Best Buy now.
Oh.
So just the only Vistec one that I released
Was the
guys,
Ronin.
was the Ronin S. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at the Vistec's website because I do have a day job.
Oh, and also on Staples, because I had to buy these USBs for the
Yeah,
wedding packages. 128 gig for $20.
Beautiful.
128 gig USB, $20.
I have some more.
Actually, I have them.
Also, there's the Seagate Expansion 6 terabyte USB 3.0 desktop hard drive. It's good as a backup hard drive if you guys want to store stuff. That's not on the go, but more so.
Show this camera right
There
here.
you go.
128 gig USB 3.0.
How much are these?
I got them for $30 because I couldn't wait, but they're gonna go on sale for 20.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So you can buy one too. You can buy
Right
one
now?
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I need these. I need these.
So that's a great alternative. That's a savings of $100 for the 6 terabyte desktop hard drive. Then there's the Seagate SSD portable hard drives, 500 gigabytes for $130.
Ooh.
That's a savings of $90.
So now, SSD, can you format them to both PC and Mac?
I don't know. I've never.
Yep, exFAT.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is for larger files.
Yeah.
That's PC and Mac. Yeah.
FAT32 is for just Macs, but you can only
4 gigs.
upload to 6 gigs.
I thought it was 4.
It was 4 or 6, either one.
See, man, I got screwed because I did that to a hard drive
Yeah.
during a wedding, and
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
files are
screwed.
so much bigger. And I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
I had to dump footage on my Mac, on my.
Is that the one that I was with you at?
Yeah.
Rachel's?
Rachel's.
Yeah, because remember it wasn't working.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't once you format, you can't
No.
format again.
I had to come home. I,
mean-
had to dump everything on my iMac because I got a 2 terabyte
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
And then reformat the hard drive and then dump everything back.
Yeah. You can format it. It's just you're gonna delete everything in it.
Oh, okay. So you
Right,
can
yeah.
reformat.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can always reformat. them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose your shit.
So I mean, if you're using Windows NTSF, I think that's the format.
Yeah.
Or exFAT.
Yeah.
exFAT is for both.
Yeah,
I do-
exFAT is
I do exFAT.
yeah,
now.
exFAT is the best for both of them.
My one thing I did it just Mac for my. Oh no, it was my sister's. I did just Mac, but like she'd only use it for herself. It's only
Yeah.
to store her stuff anyways. Next is the Kingston Canvas Select 256 gigabyte, 800 megabytes per second micro. I think that's supposed to say SD cards, but I put AS cards. SD cards, 10 memory card, a call 10 memory card for $99. That's $100 savings right there. So I didn't even know they made 256 gigabyte cards, like mini SD.
You don't want
cards.
the CF? The CF cards?
The
Those
C-
like the CFast?
CFast.
CFast?
Yeah, but
Oh, those are-
his won't work on the Air.
Oh.
No, yeah.
There's CFast and compact.
Yeah.
Two different.
We got the SD XC at 128 gigabytes with same running speed at $50 with a savings of $50. The Sony A7 II full A7S the A7 II full frame, 28 to 70, $1,400 savings of $300. Canon 5D Mark IV body with accessory bag,
How much?
$36.99.99.
Still expensive.
Savings of $570 with the 24 to 70 lens. The f4. The aperture of 4. It's $4,649.99.
Oh my god.
Still savings of $570, and then the Canon 80D. I'd throw it in there because I have the Canon 80D. 55 with the 55 to 250 lens. $1,299.98.
Not bad.
Savings of $380. So I don't know how long the camera's been off.
Save yourself some money and buy those stuff.
Yeah, buy that stuff.
Buy those items.
Anyways, I think we're gonna end it there. Thank you, Francis, for coming on the show.
I appreciate it. That was fun.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Now, there's going to be a delay in podcast for the next 2 weeks, so we'll probably see something the second week of January.
Is there?
Well, because we have Christmas then New Year's.
Oh yeah.
So then you won't see us
Unless we can get someone.
in between that time. We'll let you guys.
Well, I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. We'll probably give you guys another podcast the second week of January.
Yeah.
And once everything's
We're
calm,
hoping we can get more
guests.
more guests on here. No more headaches, aka you know who you are, bro.
No name dropping.
No name dropping. But he's gonna come on here.
Which,
Koji or what? Kofi.
yeah.
Sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. But he's gonna come on here, and we're for sure gonna have a couple more.
Phil's
people.
gonna come on. He's just gonna let us
Yeah.
know. So it's just bad time. It is Christmas time.
Maybe every other week we're gonna do
Another one, yeah.
a guest.
Yeah, we'll try to do that. But we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas.
Happy
Don't
New Year.
forget.
Happy New Year.
Peace, peace.
Filthy animal.